Zach's Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zach's Rank Buys. Well, if it's growth and income stocks you are looking for, then you've come to the right place, because that's what we're talking about here with Todd Bunton, our growth and income stock strategist at Zacks.com. Bancolombia S.A. I always say that because I don't know if it's important to keep the S.A. in or not.
We'll keep it in.
Ticker CIB is one stock that you want to talk about here. Colombia's largest bank, huh?
That's right, yeah. And Colombia often gets kind of overlooked, maybe overshadowed a little bit by their Brazilian counterpart, and also Russia, India, China, the BRIC countries. But actually Colombia itself, the country, has seen, through free market reforms and a stable political climate, a really strong economy, and Bancolombia has definitely benefited from that, and they should continue to benefit from that in the future.
Okay.
The company recently reported third quarter earnings per share that came in at $1.06. That beat the Zacks consensus by 17 cents, and it was a 17% increase year over year. And a lot of that was driven by strong demand for loans, especially mortgage loans. So as their middle class kind of emerges as well, they're going to start buying houses, and that'll definitely benefit Bancolombia. And also, credit quality improved quite a bit. We saw lower charge-offs in the quarter, and the company had less provisions for loan losses. So you're seeing, strong loan growth, good credit quality trends, and also an important metric in banks is the net interest margin. What essentially that is the interest they take in on loans versus what they pay out on deposits. That's your credit spread, and that was north of 6%. To put that in perspective, like a typical U.S. bank is around 4%, so they're definitely very profitable. They have a steeper yield curve there.
Okay.
We've seen estimates rise after the solid quarter. Zacks consensus is currently about 366 for 2010, represents about 17% year-over-year growth. The 2011 estimate's also strong at 24%. So analysts are projecting Colombia's growth to continue, and again, Bancolombia will benefit from that. The company also pays a stable dividend. They yield about 2.2%, and they've essentially doubled that since 2005. So they're definitely very shareholder friendly as well. If we look at the chart, shares have really taken off since early June. Yeah. They've had a bit of a pullback lately with the market, because these international companies, at the same time, they are a little riskier, so you're going to see a little more volatility there. But still, if you're looking for a good value, this could be a chance to get in. They're trading at about 17 times forward earnings. That's a little above the peer group at 13 times, but still definitely within value territory if you factor in their above average growth.
All right. And you've also written about Cinemark Holdings recently, CNK, the ticker symbol. These are the movie theater people?
That's right. They operate a little over 400 theaters throughout the U.S. and also in Mexico and Central and South America. But even in these tough times, we're still seeing Americans go to the movies, and they're actually still shelling out on expensive popcorn and soda there. The company recently reported third quarter earnings per share. It came in at 29 cents. That beat the Zacks consensus by 2%. It was actually a 53% increase from the same quarter last year, and it was their 9th consecutive earnings surprise. So they're seeing solid momentum there. Their earnings per share growth was driven a lot by strong revenue growth. Attendance was up about 9%. Obviously, ticket sales were higher, but concession sales actually increased by double digits year over year. So people are shelling out for that popcorn and soda. And can you guess what the gross margin is on their concessions?
I would have no idea.
It's at 84%, so that's fantastic. Basically, every dollar they get in, 84 cents of that's pure profit. So they obviously are doing well there. People are still shelling out for it. And if you look, the estimates have been trending higher. This is the price and consensus chart. As you can see, over the last few months, analysts have been raising their estimates as the company has strong momentum. The economy starts to recover a bit. Now they're calling for about 8% earnings per share growth this year and 15% next year. So you're seeing strong growth there, and they also pay about a 4% dividend yield. So that's very solid. Yeah. And they actually, in the third quarter, just announced their first dividend hike since 2007. So you're seeing good trends from this company. If you look at the chart, shares have been up strong with the overall market since early September. They've pulled back a little bit as well, so it could be a good entry point there. Valuation's very reasonable. They traded about 15 times forward earnings, PEG ratio around 1.5.
All right, and do you own either of these two?
I do not.
Check out more Zacks Rank Buy stock pick ideas on our website, Zacks.com, Over in the upper right-hand corner of that homepage is where we put 4 new ideas for you daily, one in each of the investing categories that we write about. Todd's included. With Todd Bunton, I'm Terry Ruffalo.